What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Fight. So we're gonna jump right in with the patch notes for the week and take a look at some of the characters and breaks down. I want to probably maybe do this a little bit different. Maybe I just focus on one character for his update, since patch notes are already out there. We kind of seen stuff already, but let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. All right. Not exactly sure, because this is my first reaction to the patch notes. I fell asleep and I never woke up back for this update, but let's jump right in and let's see what we got. So I think this update, like I said, is going to be a little bit of something for everyone, because it is 3 free-to-play characters. They're all economically boosted, but I think a lot of players are still in that realm of like, hey, uniforms, we want something else in game modes and stuff like that. I think you have to temper this with the understanding of where Marvel Future Fight is. It's 7 years in, guys. Like, mobile games really, in my opinion, are like kind of quick smash and grabs, right? They're like, I'm gonna come in, I'm playing to a target audience of people who aren't typically doing this, meaning like PC or console gaming, and they're in this sweet zone right here where I might be able to get money, and then I'm having these people that have expendable wealth that can have access to this. So to have a mobile game like, Marvel Future Fight, Marvel Contest Champions, some of these games that are out expand the time that they have. Trust me, I don't know, man. I don't think that any of these things are meant to last that long, but nevertheless, neither here nor there. So let's take a look at the update details that we've got here. All right, so I already got the uniforms, and I gotta say, I want to start off with Green Goblin, right? Red Goblin, Green Goblin. It's so fucking weird they have it like this. They should have just like changed his name completely for the sake of this, right? Because it's his Red Goblin uniform for Green Goblin. It's just kind of weird, but the uniform looks pretty amazing. I really like the way the tail like attaches on there. But the thing that really gets me is just like, this would have been a great Halloween uniform, man. Like, this would have been just dope. I like when he breathes though, and you see the smoke come off of him and his eyes glow up. Like, that's like one of those attention to details and design that, you got to respect. And like, to be perfectly honest, I think they went all ham in on a lot of the uniforms inside for this update. I think they did a really good job in terms of what they brought. So I'm basing it on the content that we got, not the content we didn't get. It's kind of important because there's a lot more content inside Marvel Future Fight than a lot of games have, and I think people fail to realize that and recognize it. Yes, do we need content improvements? Sure, but so let's do this before we jump into looking at his uniform. Let's go back over here to his previous uniform, because this is basically what you're comparing the effects from to, is his previous No Way Home uniform. I really wish that they would make these uniforms so that way it was like, if this uniform had been within a year and we got a uniform for a new character, that these would be synergy uniforms, right? Nevertheless, is what we got. So this was his previous uniform, which was dope uniform in my opinion as well. I'm definitely liking the Red Goblin uniform a little bit more, but Spider-Man No Way Home, it was there. So what we got on this previous uniform was an increased chain hit damage by 15%. We get still the 15%, but now because he's in his Red Goblin form, we get an increase in fire damage by 10%. So let's talk about the skills that we have here. So his passive skill, which was Oz Formula, right, now becomes the Expert Glider, right? So interestingly enough about this skill, there's no changes here. Like, I don't even know. It's still just the basic, like it applies to villain allies. We get the 45-45, so not a whole lot to write here about. Goblin suit becomes still becomes the passive. We still keep the 30% increased damage attack, and we increase the skill damage by 25-15. So again, not a whole lot of changes there. Like, I'm like weirded out by this. Like, what's the deal in terms of the changes, right? Because there's not a whole lot that they basically did in there. It's like, it's really freaking weird. Like, it's just the same shit. Like, I would expect to see those passives go up, but basically we get his leadership as well. His leadership doesn't really doesn't see any big boost inside of it either. We just get 40-40, and it applies to all allies. So no changes overall in terms of the passive or leadership. Now I'm gonna say this, because Green Goblin was like kind of like a weird thing where it was like this dude was like already hitting on all cylinders. He was hitting at the level of tier 3s and above, like a better than some tier 3s to be honest with you, in this uniform. And the fact that he's now a tier 3, the expectations that he will do a lot better. So we had Perfect Plan. We now get Glider Assault. This is going to be really cool. I want to play with this one because it's a V-pad skill. There's nothing on it, so we lose the stun effect over here. And instead of the poison damage, we get fire damage, right? So this is really cool, but you get a V-pad in exchange. I'm dying to see how that one looks. His second skill that we have up is now called Sharp Fury. So you can see here the burn was 40% fire damage. There's a decrease now because it's 20% fire damage, and we get Bleed, which I've spoken about this before, where it deals additional 30% damage, and then we gain the stun from our first skill onto our second skill, right? Now, though, we get a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity on the skill. So that's on for 3 seconds. So that's on an 8-second cooldown. So that's like really cool because like take that into account here. It's basically saying it's a damage. 100% chance to grant all damage immunity on the 2 skill. So you're definitely going to be tapping into that 2 skill a lot. And then that means that it's on 3 seconds, but if you notice the cooldown time is 8 seconds. So that means that it's basically essentially like 4 seconds. If you do the cooldown reduction on that's 4 seconds where he's going to be able to get the 3 seconds worth of damage immunity going into that. So pretty much you're going to have to work in 2 into your rotation at all times in order to increase his survivability inside the game, because you've basically got a 1 second lap between his 100% chance to grant all immunity and by the time it's up. So you're like literally running through your rotation to, I think I can't remember what the skills was, but it basically works out to like you're 1 second deficient where you're probably not having your all damage immunity up if you're running through the plan, right? So it's a pretty cool skill though. That's my point there, is that this is what makes the 2 skill something that you're gonna have to execute, that 100% chance to damage immunity. So then we see his third skill applies Bleed, so we lose out on a fear, but we gain paralysis instead, so which ignores immunity. It's there for 3 seconds, so it's good against the bosses. And then we get the recovers 30% of HP. So this is really nice because this is on 7 seconds, this is on 4 seconds, so you're immune. So basically in 2 rotations, you should be coming back around here. Any little bit of damage that you are taking from that 1 second deficiency, you're then able to regain that with 30% at HP. So that's really good. He gets the increased guaranteed dodge rate by 30%. So like this was cool because his previous uniform here we had Chaos Embrace, and you can see that the dodge rate increase applied to all allies. So you basically, like if he was using the skill for his co-op, you basically can get that dodge rate increase. But now it just applies to himself. The recovers of 20% HP there is going to be there for 30% now, so that's a nice bonus boost there. 4th skill, Goblin Fury. Can't speak today. Goblin Flurry is now called Unstoppable Rage. There's not a whole lot on this skill. We see Burn deals additional 40% damage, and then we get Silence. That's it. So we're losing out on a whole lot here, but we basically got this 100% chance to grant all damage immunity is basically moved in, and then we get increased basic damage. That's taken away. And then the paralysis is moved to a different skill. That's basically what we had swapped there, right? Now on his 5th skill, we get we still, it's weird. So they remove the Bleed, we get Burn on this one, we get Invincible on this one, and we still have the Frenzy buff that's here, the 101 and 30. And then the critical rate being 30, and the removes incapacitation is nice. The poison damage is removed, and we get a fire damage of 77, which is a little bit different, and an additional 54 fire damage instead. So I think like this is like really, really cool for the character kit. Not to mention, like I said, if we look at the uniform overall, to me, the uniform is going to be like, this is eye-catching uniform for a lot of players. It's just weird to me because this I'm happy that they didn't wait, but this uniform would have been perfect for like a October update or something like that, Halloween. But we never get October updates anyway, so I don't know why I'm talking about it, right? Or like Halloween updates. So let's take a look at this character's skills inside these windows and let's see what we're playing with here. So The one skill you're probably not really rolling into quite a bit because it's a simple skill here, but the important part is that you get the V pad inside of it. So it's a charge, but you can move around the charge. So it's almost like, I think Abomination does this as well. So it's kind of cool in that, right? Like this, I like it. It's just, it's not as great as you thought it would be, right? Like, yeah, it's cool. Joe, where did the second bot go? Did the bot go off the screen? I think there was a second bot over there. Am I mistaken? I thought there was a second bot. So it's cool because I was able to pull him off. Yeah, there was a second bot that was here. My man went completely missing. He came, I pushed him off the damn map. That's crazy. All right, so that's the 2 skill. The 1 skill. So his 2 skill over here. Yeah, there's not a whole, well, that's, oh, now he came back. Okay, so what the hell happened? So we got about 20 hits basically on the skill overall. Let's see if we basically go into 2. Will it continue? So the skill looked like it still went. Let me see if I can pull one of these guys. I want to just pull 1, but it's not allowing me. So the 2 skill going to the 1, he kind of pulls away, but it looks like there's still, yeah. So it's crazy because you can cancel out of the 2 skill and there's still effects going from there. Because look, it's 2 and then we go into 1 and the bomb effects are still happening in the back there. So it's going to be one of those weird skills because you're not really going to depend on it for much because you're basically looking at your character being out of place for the skill. So it's going to be a little bit weird in that, right? Like, they're not going to take those hits. So a little bit weird there, right? Because I'm going to, and then I capture out of it. It's weird because it's like he almost jumps behind them when he does a skill. And I'm trying to get him to just move in one direction with the character to see it. So it's like 2 and then 1, but then the characters are pushed out of there. So he's not doing anything. Even if I go 2, got him in the corner, 1, there we go. So now we see the bombs. There you go. So that's going to be a weird skill because you're not going to be really using it for that because you're still using it for the setup because this is going to be a placement. So unless you stun a character in place, it's really probably not going to work. So then we look at his 3rd skill. You can see the animation at the beginning is where his heal happens. So that's really good. So let's see. Can we cancel out of the 3rd skill? And when can we cancel? 3 into 1. He gets the heal right away, but nothing else happens. So let's go 3. So it's another one of those damn skills. Like he's got the character over here, but it's like 3 and then into 1. And you still get the effects if you delay cancel to 3, basically. But it's like 3. And if he's not in that, then you're going to lose out on the damage from there. So it's nice that we can cancel it, but you have to wait till the blood drops down from the sky. So like if you try to immediately cancel, he won't get anything. But you can go 3, wait for the drop, and then go 1. So it's a delay cancel on 3, okay? So 2, you can cancel out of it and still get the skills, but you need to hold them in place. 3, you can delay cancel out of it, but it's another one of those placement skills because if the boss moves out the way, then you're kind of screwed. 4, ooh, everything went black, and it's just bombs over Baghdad. Oh my God. All right, so let's see if we can cancel out of 4. Okay, there's no canceling out of 4. I delayed it. Yeah, there's no canceling out of 4. Let's see how many hits we get on this 4th skill. Yeah, I don't think you're going to want to miss out on those hits for that 4th skill. So, and then there's no cancel out of it, so you might end up having to run into there. His 5th skill, more bombs over Baghdad. And I love it. Like, did you notice that? Like, look at the smoke effects. So you can see, like, the clown's face, like, his face is inside the fire effects. That is dope. Look at this. I was just watching a video from Cynic Alex the other day where he was talking about War Machine and how dope his animations are and how he's not gotten any love. This is definitely one of those uniforms that is, like, in that tier. So it looks like we can still cancel out of 5. Let me see. 5. Go with the bombs and then go 1. And we essentially still cancel out of 5 into the skill. So that's cool. So you can cancel out of 5, you can cancel out of 3, but you can't, and you can cancel 2, but you can't cancel 4. So we got a simple rotation. Like I said, you're gonna probably have to come to 2 as the beginning setup to your skills. What was 5? I'm trying to remember what was 5. 5 had the frenzy buff. 3 had the paralysis and recovery. So you don't. So this is how you're working out the skill rotations, right? You're essentially going like 2 is going to set me up so that way I get the damage immunity. 5 will get me in there so that way I can start racking up the frenzy buff. 3 is going to enable me to deal paralysis, keep that person in place, and stun lock them, basically, bosses included. And it's going to increase my dodge rate so that way I'm also not taking damage as well, my recovery. And then 4th skill is where I'm going to want to leave all the damage at. Would have been sick if he had a damage accumulation on 4. So basically your combination is probably going to look something like this: 2 into 5, delay cancel into 3, delay cancel, and then into 4. And that's probably your rotation there. We're going to see what their new system that they've put inside here. Now let's take a look at his new tier 3 skill inside here. Dying to see this. Yo, you can hear him laughing. Wait a minute, hold on. Yo, maybe I should shut the fuck up. Yo, listen to the beginning of the 5th skill. Yes, you can hit. Yo, they need to turn the volume up on that cat. Like, I've got my volume up and I got earbuds and I didn't really hear it, but you can definitely hear him laughing. The laugh with the smiles, yo, that is sick. Yes, he is laughing on all the skills. Okay, not on 2. Weird sound there, but so on 5 and 4, he is definitely laughing. And 6, it looks like he's laughing as well. Yup. Okay. Oh, that is sick with it. So let's see if we can do this. So we're going to go 2, 5, delay cancel 3, delay cancel 4. And then roll right into 6. Oh, that is sick with it. That is sick with it. Yeah, that's sick. So his tier 3 ability, he deals burn. He has poison on his skill as well. He decreases all basic defenses. And he has ignore target's dodge rate by 80%. He has an 80% chance to penetrate with super armor, shield damage. Increases all basic attacks by 30 and does poison damage for 90% of energy attack. So this is going to be interesting because I think you might want to go 6 and then into 4. So we can go like maybe 2, 5, 3 to 6, and then cancel out of 6 and then go into 4. I'm going to have to play around with it, but that's somewhat of what you get there because like the 6th skill, he flies. It looks like you can't cancel the 6. Because he does the 6. No, like it's not canceling. Yeah, so you can't cancel out of the 6, so you're basically going to still have to go like 2, 5, 3, 6 instead of going 2, 5, 3, 4. So it might be 2, 5, delay cancel, 3, delay cancel, and then 6. Oh my god. Oh my days. 2, 5, 3, and then 4. I think that's gonna be a combo. Let's see what the heck they have for combos here. So I already started looking at this system. It was a little bit weird to me, but let's take a look. So we basically, oh yeah, I was right. Look at that. So this is perfect. This is something I want to talk about for this because I do enjoy this, because I can't tell you the number of players that I've played with where you're literally got characters, you've leveled them up, you've incorrectly built them in terms of like urus and, you know, gear equipments and things like that, but it doesn't make a difference even if you did it all right and you don't know how to play the character, meaning the skill combos. If you don't know how to do the skill combos, then it just really doesn't make sense. Like, why? Well, like it's like having Black Bolt inside World Boss Legend and I see you casting the improper skill damage rotation and you don't know what it is. So this is cool. I didn't look at this, so I'm happy that I was right with what the skill combo was. So we can see the first skill combo, and it is exactly that: 2, 5, 3, and then into 4. So we're gonna go 2. Wait, why did it say I failed? I'm confused about that. Why did it say I failed? I went 2. I can't do anything yet. Let me see. Reset the combo. All right. Why did it say I failed the combo? I literally only pressed 2. 2, 5. What the fleek? Like, what is going on here? It is like failing me for them combo for some reason. Like as soon as I press 2, 2, 5, 3. Ooh, I did the wrong one there. I did 4. Let's see. Let's try this again. Reset the combo. And go 2, 5, 3. What the? Like, am I not pressing it quick enough? Let's go back to that and try it again. 2. Oops. Man, I'm failing at the combo here. Something's off here. Like, what the hell's going on? Either way, good system for you to be able to practice with inside the game, right? So why am I failing? I have no clue. It's weird. It's a quick press. I can see that. I can tell that, but it's like I'm not getting to it quick enough or something. So it's going to be one of those weird ones. Like, the system seems very unforgiving inside here. And maybe that's exactly going to be the problem with it. Like, you see I'm failing pretty much first combo on there. 2, 5. Yeah, I'm like failing. So I can't tell, like, what is it asking me to do here. We basically go 2, 5. It's failing me. All right. And what's the second combo? So, okay, so I was right. It is the second combo is the long combo where you'd be going 2, 5, 3, 4, and then in 6. You're losing out because I don't see 4 being damageable. Like, there's nothing there for you to damage. I'm not getting why I'm failing here on 2 and 5. That system needs some kind of work because it's not telling you exactly what's going on there. Like, there's nothing telling me here what's exactly going on. I have to play with that and then come back to it. I'm really interested to see how this system's supposed to work, but it's like failing at like just you pressing the button. So I don't know. Best thing is that it is giving you a good idea of what the skill rotation is supposed to look like. So it is 2, 5, 3, 4, 6. And then the good part about that is I'm not the greatest of player. I'm not Cynic Alex. I'm not Beast Mode. I'm not Commander. I'm not these kind of players or whatever. But I can tell you that if I can identify before going into the practice combo that is what the combo should look like and be, then that's probably what the combo, like, it's good that they're giving you actual combos. So I'm genuinely, you know what, I want to do this real quick. Let's see if this applies to all characters, and then we'll end the video for that one. So like, if my favorite character to play right now is 100% Black Bolt. So let's see what they got for him in terms of skills, preview skill. And let's go what the practice combo is here. So, okay, perfect. So they got it in there for Black Bolt as well. This is amazing. Yeah, okay, that's cool because we go 5, we go into 3, and then we basically go into 4. Like, it's a really simple combo for Black Bolt. But something doesn't seem like it's there and working for the skill combo, because the 5 is basically happening and then it wants me to go into 3, but it's failing the combo right away. I don't get it. Like, look, 5. Okay, so they want the delay cancel. My fault. Okay. So we basically, that's probably what it is. Let's see. Let's work it out. 5, delay cancel, 3, and I failed it again. Now, this is the way I'm typically used to playing the character. I'm going to show you this right now. I'm typically used to playing the character. We go 5, he stomps, I go to 3, and then I go to 4. Okay, it is right. Never mind. Okay. It is right. Because that's the typical way that I'm used to seeing the combo play out, is that you basically go 5, he ground stomps, you go into 3, and then you go to 4 right after the 3, because you can cancel right out of the 3. I missed it on that one just because I'm trying to show it. 5, 3, and then 4. Why are we failing? But this shows you how intricate the system is, because it's just, yeah, you can mess up on a combo like that. 3, 4, 5, and I'm failing for some reason. I'd hit it the one time. 5, 3. Oh, you know what? It's not. I get it. Okay, hold on. 5, 3. Missed it. Okay. It has a little bit longer of a delay cancel inside there than I'm used to pressing on the character. But let's see if I can get it one more time. 5. Went too quick. 5, delay cancel, 3, and then 4. There we go. A little bit longer delay cancels, like a 2 seconds inside it. So this is really cool system that they have in there. I'll probably make some note and play around with some of the characters to see exactly where they're at with these. But Green Goblin, man, I think like this character is gonna be legit. Like, I think a lot of people, like, number one, I told you guys that if you go inside the team's window here and you pull up the characters for speed supervillains, you don't have a whole lot of choices in the first place. there are no tier 4s here now for you to play with, so you like, this is going to be it. Like, I doubt that Craven is going to outmatch Green Goblin inside here. I think that he skyrockets to the top of the speed villain super villain list easily, so this is going to be a must buy for everybody. Go out and cop that. It just, I don't see a way around this character, you know, you not building him up and needing a speed supervillain. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.